Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is BecxReadz, and today I am here to share with you my April wrap-up. I don't have any additional books to talk to you about that I didn't feature any weekly reads or a reading vlog, so I'm just going to jump into my rapid fire ratings. I read 11 books in total in April with an average star rating of 3.82. I had 2 5-star reads, including Voyager by Diana Gabaldon and One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Both of these were rereads for me. I had 2 4.5-star reads, including Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig and West by Lizzie Ford. I had 3 4-star reads, including Midnight at the Houdini by Delilah S. Dawson, Dragonfly in Amber by Diana Gabaldon, and The House Witch by Delamach. I had 3 3-star reads, including Valhalla Cupcakes by Cassidy Kamen, Stone Song by Trisha O'Malley, and The Boy with the Bookstore by Sarah Echeverry Smith. And I had 1 2-star read, which was Sanctuary of the Shadow by Aurora Asher. I did 1 reading vlog in April, which was this one, the Unstuff Your Kindle time travel vlog, and in that I read Valhalla Cupcakes and West. I did 3 weekly reads videos, which everything will be linked in the description if you want to hear more of my thoughts on any of these books. Check out this one to hear my thoughts on Dragonfly in Ember and Midnight at the Houdini. Check out this one to hear my thoughts on One Dark Window, Sanctuary of the Shadows, and Stone Song. And check out this one if you want to hear my thoughts on Voyager, The Boy with the Bookstore, and Two Twisted Crowns. I did 1 recommendation collab this month, and that was for slow burn romances. I did 1 discussion video on the kinds of illustrated book covers I like and I don't. I did 1 video sharing the upcoming Black Hat Book Coven book picks. And I participated in 2 live shows, both of them for my Black Hat Book Coven. The first was for Gravebriar, which we all read last month, but we just did the live show this month. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, check it out. And we also had the live show for The House Witch, which will also be linked down below. I did also participate in the Magical Readathon this month. I did not really do any vlogs for it or anything, but let me go through and share with you the books that I chose for the prompts and see if I managed to pass my calling. The first was Elemental Studies, so I had to read a book with a source of light on the cover. And for that, I read The House Witch, which has fire. For Shapeshifting, I had to read a book by an author that blurbed my last 5-star read, so I just made my own rule for this, and I just read from the same author who had a previous 5-star for me. And that was Trisha O'Malley, so I used Stone Song for this. My next class was Animal Studies, and I had to read a book with a yellow title, so I used Sanctuary of the Shadows for this. I think this is a yellow title. It could be tan. I don't know. I'm claiming it as yellow. For Astronomy, I had to read a Zodiac recommendation, so again, I just made my own rule for this, and I just picked a book that I wanted to read because I'm Cancer, and that was it pretty much. I just picked a book that I wanted to read. So I picked Two Twisted Crowns. It really just was a stretch for me there, but whatever. For Alchemy, I had to read a book with a circle on the cover, and I chose Midnight at the Houdini because it does have these circles right here. For Inscription, I had to pick 3 titles and then pick 1 at random. So I had a hell of a time with this because every book that I chose, well, I ended up DNFing. So I went with Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. And the last class I had to pass was Demonology, and I had to read a book that I didn't pay for. So I chose West for this because it was a free ebook. So I did manage to pass my Feywild Cartography studies. Even if I had to flub my way through a couple of the prompts, I made it work. Now, as for where I sourced these books, I read a lot of audiobooks this month. I read 8 audiobooks in total. 7 of these came from Libby, including Midnight at the Houdini, Dragonfly in Amber and Voyager, One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, and The Boy with the Bookstore. So as you can see, I owned all of those physically as well, but I did manage to get them all off of my TBR shelf. The only audiobook that I didn't get from Libby came from Everand, and that was Stone Song by Trisha O'Malley. And once again, thank you to whoever is using my Everand referral code. Because of you, I got another month free of audiobooks, so I didn't actually have to pay for this one. So thank you so much. My Everand referral code will always be linked in the description if you want to check it out and get 2 free months of audiobooks for yourself. I actually get a free month in return. I read 2 ebooks this month, including West and Valhalla Cupcakes. Both of those were in my time travel vlog. And the only physical book I read was The House Witch, which is one that I owned previous to the start of this year. Now let's talk about the small selection of books that I hauled that were outside of Apollycon. I will be doing a completely separate video for all the books that I bought at Apollycon. These are all the books that were purchased before that. There's not that many. I did actually get the first fantasy romance box from Fairy Loot, and in that was Lore of the Wilds. However, I have already sold this book, so I don't have it to show with you, but I did haul it this month. I also got the Owl Crate edition of Your Blood, My Bones, which is a young adult, like, gothic fantasy, I think. I don't know. I read the synopsis and it did sound interesting. There's a reverse dust jacket. Does have some end paper art. The outside says, mortal life is so fleeting, but love is as enduring as death. And then the back says, when our legacy is done, let it be forgotten. And on the back side of this, it says, you are of the earth and the earth is in your blood. So this seems like it has like nature magic to it. Maybe like dark cottagecore, maybe. I'm not sure. But it is one that I was interested in, hence why I didn't skip this. So that was one of them. My sister's boyfriend actually picked this book out for me. It is The Witching Year by Diana Helmuth. I've never heard of this. He just thought I would like it because it said witching on it. I'm not even sure if it's a nonfiction. I will look more into it and give it a shot, but that was a gift. And then I also got Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire. This is a book that my friend Devin passed on to me. We are all annotating books for each other for Christmas, and so this is the book that I need to annotate for her, so didn't pay for that either. Altogether, the amount of money I spent this month on books is ridiculous because I did buy a lot of books at Apollycon, so I'm going to include that total in this price as well. Just know that it didn't come from just these like 2 books that I purchased. So here is that ridiculously high number. Yeah, that was a brief flash. You will see my Apollycon haul, I think on the 10th is when I have it coming out. And you'll see just how much money I spent on that. Yeah, am I proud of that? No. But I did save a lot of money since last June for that. I had pre-orders that I've already paid for. So I'm rationalizing with myself, as you will see when I do that haul. But yeah, I spent a lot of money in April on books. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. So let me share with you my little unhaul. All of these books will be put on my Pango account for sale. So first up, I am unhauling Forsborn by Elaine Audrey Becker. This is a YA fantasy. I tried to read it. I got about 3 chapters in and it just read a little too YA for me. I'm also selling The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. I listened to this on audio. I got about, I want to say 30% into this, and I just did not care about anything that was happening in this book. I didn't like the way it was narrated. I didn't like the way the story was going. So there we go. I'm also unhauling The Inkwater Witch by Atlee Wykes, not because I didn't love this book. I actually got a brand new cover for it to match the 3rd book in the series that I got, so I don't need this copy. So this will be going up. And the last one I am unhauling is Bride of the Sea by Emma Hamm, which is a book that I picked up at Apollycon. I pre-ordered this entire series before I had even read this book, and I did not like this book. I gave it 2 stars. So that is why I am unhauling it. It is a very pretty book. It's got under the dust jacket art. It is signed by her as well. But yeah, I just didn't like it. So if you are wanting a signed Emma Hamm book, that will be on my Pango. So that is a wrap up of my April reading. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite book of April. But if you don't feel like commenting that, but would like to let me know that you made it to the end of this video, could you leave me an open book emoji, please? And with that, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, good luck on your May reading plans. Bye!